Welcome. Welcome home. My name is Melissa, and I will be your multi-density cosmic tour guide today. Um, I'm doing a really quick channeling with Kurt Cobain and John F. Kennedy. You know, I had a friend, I might have told this, so I'm sorry if I'm saying the story over, that said, "Do you see those dead people?" And I said, "Yes." But they're in bandwidth layers. So they're representatives of the collective consciousness within a layer of our mind, body, spirit, soul, form, and unity consciousness that has been distorted. And so it's almost like tour guides of for the living people in physical form to get through. And they had particular purposes and knowledges and things in each bandwidth layer. They were similar, so it's weird. But John F. Kennedy, President Kennedy, and Kurt Cobain are very similar in frequency and purposes, both. So who knows? Maybe they were a lot alike. One just combed their hair differently than the other. One had a different platform than the other. And Kurt Cobain is saying I was more introverted. And John F. Kennedy says, "Ma'am, I was groomed, positioned to be president, and his intention was to help mostly." And he says there was some corruption of power, just as that is with every human being that's ever lived here. And he said, sure, there were some pieces that, that were just normal that I didn't know how to do better. And he says, like I could have treated so-and-so better, or I could have been more honorable in that way or this way. He said, but remember, it was, we were on camera all day long. They are the America's royal family. And he said, so, you couldn't be perfect at all times. And for both of these men that did not live to be old, they said the same energy or entities or controllers came for them and were wanting to wipe them out. And so they said that we hold this energy that, lifting up the earth. Whew, so heavy. And someone comes and sideswipes you and tries to take you out, so your voice is extinguished. And they said, but see, we peeled away all the layers. We come back to where we began in decade after decade after decade. And so this is a new beginning. And there will be challenges, there will be pieces, and what I call reverb, because some of those shadow pieces come back and reverb and really trigger us. But they said this is very brand new. And Kurt Cobain is saying, yeah. He's also saying, Wonder Twins activate. There was a cartoon in the 70s or 80s, and it was called the Wonder Twins, I think. And the Wonder Twins, there would be a boy and a girl, and they were extraterrestrial, celestial beings, and they had superpowers, but they were learning, they were growing, they were learning, and they got stuck here on Earth, and they were like, well, what can we do? How can we help? So the Wonder Twins were the divine masculine and feminine. They were trying to figure out how to be divine. So it was like growing up, the divinity, and then we're like, oh, how do we do this? And so he's saying Wonder Twins activate. And I said, that's not a twin flame words are not popular. And he says, yeah, but you always see it that way. And whatever words you use, somebody has tainted it or called you names or whatever it is. So I call it the marriage of Christ, twin flame, sacred Garden of Eden with the Adam and Eve, the Adamic lines, many tribes. And he's saying, so your magical abilities and your keen senses and pieces of your character that you didn't get to show, that others didn't want to see. They didn't like you. They were silencing pieces of each of us, all of us. And we didn't get to be our full selves. And he says those pieces are going to be standing up in these next years and decades. And we'll all need to work on the healing and the spiritual aspects as we come into awakening, opening up our eyes into the new era. And he's like, yeah, magic, Wonder Twins, activate. I'm like, that's still cheesy and ridiculous. And he goes, no, you're going to bring all the elements, the mind, body, spirit, soul, earth, air, fire, water, and ether. I mean, I could go on. Colors, frequencies. And he's doing this rainbow bridge, the aspects of everything, the frequencies, colors, tones. And I'm like, yeah. And he says, you'll be taken care of, each one of you. And it's just going to be different. It is different. We just don't understand. Just don't understand it fully yet, what we can do here. And he says, so the twin flame template was given to us by God, and each one of us have gone through our challenges and trials to be able to find wholeness in ourselves, our Christed balance in ourselves, and so find our kingdom, spark our kingdom, open our kingdom within, and as above, and the kingdom outside of us, which is also Christed. So that's in other people. And a lot of you know that you have divine counterparts, whether we call them soulmates or twin flames or friends or marriage partners, it doesn't matter. But they truly can't be taken from each other, and God will keep whispering in your ear as each one of you processes, and some of your persons might be in spirit and not in the physical anymore. Okay, the two become one now in ways we could never imagine, as the divine blueprints of the garden are in order. And I'm like, seriously, that's what you want me to say? Yeah. This is John F. Kennedy saying, yes, it is pertinent to know these things. Keep healing, keep going. Keep recognizing those archetypes that we love, that we like, that are curious to us. We're going to embody different archetypes than we were last week, some of us. And that will help us enhance this expansion in this Christed time where we recognize the kingdom of Christ outside of us and inside of us. And many Wonder Twins are activating, because you're the ones that are recoding and activating anyway, just by being here in spirit or in physical. And some of you are supposed to be together, and God will nudge you and connect when you have a click to know. And some of you that feel like you haven't found your soul tribes and soul families, your light families and tribes, some of you have found a couple of people, and some haven't. Please know that they're coming, and you will get to experience that in these next months and years, and really catch on and just be able to be yourself and be able to trust. And Kurt Cobain is just being ridiculous, saying, Wonder Twins, activate. Awakening. So I pulled a card from, I got this great deck for Christmas. Thank you. The Wild and Sacred Feminine deck. And I haven't really done very much with it. The Bodhisattva, Awakening. So it's under the Bodhi tree. The Buddha sat, and I think he sat for 9 years. and he didn't eat, he didn't do anything, and he waited and learned and grew until he found enlightenment, and his divine peace, his divinity came into alignment. And she's waiting here with the energies, the creativity, and we're all finding that in ourselves, our enlightenment in aspects in ourselves. So there's pieces of us, of the divinity, that are coming home. Kennedy says, please don't get too enthralled and entranced in the entanglements of the upcoming times where they're saying, yeah, we won't have enough foods and different things, and especially the Americans, and there are some European places that will kind of go through some big processes as a society, as a culture, and altogether. And they're saying, going back to the beginning of who we are in ourselves. And that means the particular places are going to recognize the other countries and places. We cannot wage war with our neighbors, our sisters, and our brothers in the same ways. We're just not going to fall for it. It's a different time. Ooh, I like this. Pardon me, priestess, intuition. Look at that sun around her. It's our sacred divine blueprint right there. And she's soaking in the sun, and there's the moon, and that's always that crescent moon in that way is always just like, did you know that people want to put iron throughout history, iron in the horseshoe as a lucky horseshoe on their house or in their house, and usually to put it upright holds the blessings like a cup. And the iron is known for the negatives, the dark demon entities and energies don't like the iron. They can't get through it. It bothers them, or so they say. That's folklore. And so it holds the horseshoe holds the luck and the blessings in like a cup for your home and surroundings. So it's a protection and a blessing at the same time. And that's what she's holding as well. And she's free, she's safe. She's the Sacred Garden of Eden holder, gatekeeper, gatherer. And she's saying, I'm holding it up, and here's the light. And my intuition grows. She's the priestess. And the priestess in all of you, the men, the women, the children, the intuition will be tuned up and extremely strong for everybody. So I think all the healers and all the psychics and all the healers in different ways, we're going to be able to help each other in better ways, stronger ways, and that won't be so blocked and scary or scared. And so trust your intuition and knowing, and that's how you'll also recognize some of your soul tribe, soul family, your light families, and know who you came here to be with. And what was just gunky between many of us in the past, painful, awful, but right on the other side of all those distorted pieces were some of our true soul light family. And we'll be able to see through it. We'll be able to reach through and go, hi, I see you. Welcome home. Welcome home. And so these two men in a similar bandwidth layer say freedom. Some giant strongholds have broken. Some giant curses and have broken free. Your deliverance is at hand. We are in forward motion, and don't get too caught up in taking sides or what seems to be happening, and we'll take care of each other. So our characteristics that are stronger in some ways, like, I'm better at this kind of stuff than you are, and you're better at this kind of stuff than I am. We can help each other, and we can see through those old school walls and divisions and separation. So we'll see God in each other, and we'll see our strengths in each other, and that's a remembrance of our light family. The layers have been pulled back, the magnetics and the energies have been shifting, and we've pulled away the biggest, it's almost like glass ceiling that humanity was stuck underneath ever, more than ever. So these next years are going to be so much fun. We're going to teach each other and learn together and learn alchemy together and not be scared that it's, you know, against God or anything like that. And it's going to be so much fun. So Kurt Cobain is again saying, yeah, Wonder Twins activate. Okay then. Signs, watch for the signs. Your intuition is going to be clean, clear, spot on. And if you don't know, then go inside your heart. There'll be more channelers that can, like Vishar, like people that channel, that'll be, that were really put down in the past or been through lots of extra trials, that'll be strong. I just was playing with the cards and here's what came out. Hummingbird. In some of the shamanic practices, the hummingbird would be new beginnings, fresh, clean, clear, beautiful. I mean, that's, you know, creation in motion. That was stunning. And we will be recognizing God, source, creator, even if some of us don't use the same words, and the magic and the beauty and everything. So, just know you're free, and let's keep going. Come as you are. Kurt Cobain saying, let there be light. So I'm saying thank you to them, and I say thank you to you, all of you. Wonder Twins, activate, please. And thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Welcome home. Kurt Cobain is also saying we love our families, our soul tribes and soul families and royal divine lines, but we also love our families here on earth, the ugly pieces and the beautiful pieces. And he says that's important. What's more important than those we love and families? And they're saying you have some rescue missions, not to change anybody, but to remind some of the people that they belong, when you might have been confused or misguided, saying that they didn't. So welcome people home with you, and things have changed. Thank you guys. Love you.